Assalamu alaikum students, hope you all are fine and doing good. Students, now we'll move towards our question number 4 from exercise 6a, which is Mr. Bilal has a monthly income of rupees 7200 and expenditures of rupees 6300 per month. Means his income is 7200 and his total expenses is rupees 6300 per month. Find the ratio of his savings to income. So first of all, you have to find out the savings. You are given with his income and expenditures. So what would be the saving? Let's have a look. His income is rupees 7200 and his expenditures are rupees 6300. What would be the savings then? You will subtract expenditures from his income. You will get with rupees 900. So now you have to find out the ratio between his savings and income. Savings to income. Just note down the last sentence. Find the ratio of his savings. First you will write savings to his income. Then you will write his income. Savings are rupees 900 and income is rupees 7200. So first of all you will remove zeros. Understand? So you will divide with 100. It will get 100 9s are 900 and 172s are 7200. Now 9 and 72 are common multiple of 3. So you will go with 3. 3 3s are 9 and 3 24s are 72. Next 3 and 24. Both are multiple of 3. So you will go with 3. 3 1s are 3 and 3 8s are 24. So the ratio of his income to the ratio of his savings to income is 1:8. Hope you understand it. Now in question number 5 we have Samina spends 3/4 of her pocket money to buy chocolates and the rest to purchase chewing gum. Find the ratio of the amount spent on chocolates to that spent on chewing gum. It is very simple. Let's have a look. How can you change it into ratios? Students, as you are given with that Samina spends 3/4 of her pocket money to buy chocolates. 3/4 means when he portions his pocket money into 4 portions, then he spent 3 portions of his pocket money to buy chocolates. Means more than half part is spent on chocolates and rest of the part will spend on chewing gum. So whenever we have a quarter, so 3/4 means 3 parts from a quarter. So 3 parts will spend on chocolates from 4. Total he is dividing his pocket money into 4 portions. 3 portions are spending on chocolates and 1 portion is spending on chewing gums. So the ratio for chocolates is 3/4 and chewing gum for 1:1:4. So chocolates, we have same denominators. You can write as amount spent on chocolates is 3 and amount spent on chewing gums is 1. So the simplest is 3:1. Now in question number 6 we have in 70 liters of a mixture of milk and water, the amount of pure milk is 56 liters. Means that the total milk is about 70 liters and the amount of pure milk is 56 liters. Find the ratio of milk to water in the mixture. First of all, you have to find the amount of water in the mixture. Then you will find the ratio of milk to water. Let's have a look. As we have total milk is equals to 70 liters and pure milk is 56 liters. So water in the milk will be when you subtract pure milk from total milk. Means 70 minus 56, you are left with 14 liters of water. So how will you find out the ratio? First of all, you are asking for find the ratio of milk to the water. So first you will write milk and then you will write water. Milk is 56 liters and water is 14 liters. Because 2 is the common multiple of 56 and 14, so you will start with 2. 2 2s are 4, 1 carry, 2 8s are 16, 2 7s are 14. Now 7 and 28. The common multiple of 7 and 28 is 7, so you will write 7. 4s are 28 and 7 1s are 7. So now you can say that the ratio of milk to water in the mixture is 4:1. Question number 7 is your assessment. You must try to solve this question by yourself. Otherwise, I will solve it for you in my next lecture. Thank you, students. Allah Hafiz.